Listen, what I'm about to tell you could change everything you think you know about Bitcoin. Trump just made a move that Wall Street didn't see coming. And if you're holding crypto right now, you need to hear this. Because this isn't just another political promise. This is a complete restructuring of how America views digital assets. And the clock is already ticking. On March 7th, 2025, President Donald Trump signed an executive order that sent shockwaves through the financial world. The United States Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Not a proposal, not a discussion, a signed order. And while mainstream media barely covered it, the implications are absolutely massive. We're talking about the US government officially treating Bitcoin as a reserve asset, right alongside gold. Let that sink in for a second. The same government that once called Bitcoin a scam is now stockpiling it. Now, before we dive deep into what this actually means for your portfolio, for the crypto market, and for the future of finance itself, let me be crystal clear about something. This channel is not affiliated with Donald Trump or any Trump organization. What I'm giving you here is pure analysis based on publicly available information. This is not financial advice. This is not political endorsement. This is me breaking down one of the biggest financial moves of this decade, so you can make informed decisions. Always do your own research. All right, let's get into it. So, what exactly is this Bitcoin reserve? According to the executive order, the US Treasury Department is now authorized to hold Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. Not sell it, not liquidate it, hold it permanently. The order specifically mentions approximately 200,000 Bitcoin that the government has already seized from criminal cases over the years. Silk Road, Bitfinex hack, various ransomware operations. Instead of auctioning these coins off like they used to, they're now sitting in government wallets. Forever. But here's where it gets really interesting. The executive order also creates a framework for potentially acquiring more Bitcoin in the future. It establishes a digital asset stockpile working group to explore exactly how this could work. Could the US government start buying Bitcoin on the open market? Could they mine it? Could they accept it as payment for taxes or fines? All of these questions are now officially on the table. And Trump didn't stop there. The same executive order banned any US agency from creating or promoting a central bank digital currency, a CBDC. He literally wrote into policy that the government will not compete with Bitcoin using a surveillance coin. Think about that strategic move for a second. He's not just accumulating Bitcoin, he's removing the biggest threat to Bitcoin's dominance, a government-controlled digital dollar. Now you might be wondering, why now? Why is Trump doing this? And more importantly, why should you care? Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening behind closed doors. China has been buying gold for years, aggressively. Russia has been doing the same. They've been moving away from the US dollar as their reserve currency because they know the dollar's dominance won't last forever. It can't. Not with the amount of debt the US is carrying. Not with the money printing that happened during COVID. Not with the geopolitical tensions that are fracturing the global financial system. So what does Trump do? He looks at the chessboard and makes a power move. If gold is the old reserve asset and the dollar is losing trust, then Bitcoin becomes the new high ground. It's digital, it's borderless, it's impossible to seize or sanction, and most importantly, it's scarce. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Ever. You can't print more when you need a bailout. You can't inflate it away when debt gets too high. It's the ultimate hard money. And here's the kicker. By announcing this reserve publicly, Trump just forced every other nation to ask themselves a very uncomfortable question. If the United States is stockpiling Bitcoin, should we be doing the same? Because if other countries start building their own Bitcoin reserves, what happens to the price? It goes parabolic. And whoever accumulated first gets the biggest advantage. This isn't just about crypto anymore. This is about national security. This is about economic warfare. This is about positioning America for the next 50 years of global finance. So let's talk about what this means for the market, because this is where things get absolutely wild. Right now, Bitcoin is trading around $90,000. Some people think that's expensive, but let me give you some context. If the US government is holding 200,000 Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, that's $18 billion worth at current prices. Sounds like a lot, right? But compare that to US gold reserves. The US holds over 8,000 tons of gold. At current prices, that's worth over $600 billion. $600 billion versus $18 billion. Bitcoin would need to go up 30 times just to match the value of US gold holdings. But it gets even crazier when you consider what happens if other countries follow. Let's say just 10% of global central bank reserves shift into Bitcoin over the next decade. That's trillions of dollars of buying pressure entering a market with a fixed supply cap. And we're not even talking about institutional investors yet. BlackRock, Fidelity, pension funds, sovereign wealth funds. They're all watching this executive order and recalculating their allocation models right now. You know what happened when MicroStrategy started buying Bitcoin? The price went from $10,000 to $60,000 in a year. MicroStrategy is one company. Now imagine the United States government doing the same thing, with potentially other nations joining in. This isn't speculation anymore. This is game theory playing out in real time. And here's something most people are missing. This executive order doesn't just affect Bitcoin. It legitimizes the entire crypto industry. If Bitcoin is a reserve asset, then Ethereum becomes digital infrastructure. Solana becomes a scaling solution. XRP becomes a bridge currency for international settlements. The regulatory uncertainty that's been choking this industry for years, it just evaporated because the President of the United States just signaled that digital assets are here to stay. Now, I'm not here to sell you hopium. Let's talk about the risks, because they're real. First, this is an executive order, not a law. The next president could reverse it. Although, good luck explaining to voters why you're selling America's Bitcoin after the price potentially doubled or tripled. That's political suicide. But technically, it could happen. Second, there's still massive regulatory uncertainty around crypto. The SEC is still going after projects. The CFTC is still drawing jurisdictional lines. Banks are still nervous about offering crypto services. One executive order doesn't fix all of that overnight. It's a step in the right direction, but there's still a long road ahead. Third, and this is important, government involvement in Bitcoin cuts both ways. Yes, it legitimizes the asset, but it also introduces political risk. What if the government decides to regulate mining? What if they impose capital controls on Bitcoin transactions during a crisis? What if they use their Bitcoin holdings to manipulate the market? These are questions we need to be asking. And let's address the elephant in the room. Some Bitcoin purists hate this. They argue that Bitcoin was created to be separate from government control, and now the biggest government in the world is accumulating it. Is that a win or a compromise? I'll let you decide. But what I will say is this: whether you like it or not, government adoption was always inevitable. The question was never if, but when and how. So here's the part where I can't tell you what to do, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I can tell you what smart people are paying attention to right now. Number 1, watch how other countries respond. If Japan announces a Bitcoin reserve, that's confirmation. If the EU starts exploring it, that's double confirmation. If China makes any move in this direction, buckle up, because we're going to see price action like never before. Number 2, pay attention to the institutional flows. Check the Bitcoin ETF holdings. Check MicroStrategy's buying patterns. Check the Coinbase institutional volume. These are the early signals of where big money is moving. Number 3, understand the difference between trading and investing. If you're trying to flip Bitcoin for a quick profit, you're playing a dangerous game. But if you're thinking about where the world is headed over the next 5 to 10 years, and you believe that digital assets are becoming a fundamental part of the global financial system, then your timeline and strategy should reflect that. Number 4, diversification still matters. I don't care how bullish you are on Bitcoin, don't put everything into one asset, ever. Risk management is what separates winners from casualties in this market. And number 5, stay educated. The crypto space moves fast. What's true today might be outdated tomorrow. Follow the data. Follow the on-chain metrics, follow the regulatory developments, and always question everything you hear, including what I'm telling you right now. Look, I'm going to be straight with you. Trump's Bitcoin Reserve Executive Order is either going to be remembered as one of the most brilliant financial moves in American history, or it's going to be a footnote that got reversed and forgotten. I can't tell you which one it'll be. Nobody can. But what I can tell you is this: the game has changed. The United States government just made a bet on Bitcoin, and whether you're in crypto or not, you need to be paying attention, because this isn't just about digital coins anymore. This is about the future of money itself. If you found this breakdown valuable, make sure you subscribe, because we're tracking every move Trump makes in the crypto space. every policy shift, every market reaction, every opportunity, and every risk. This is the Trump Crypto Report, and we're just getting started. Do your own research, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one.